A seaside football club that's getting closer to the cliff edge. Morecambe FC has been owned by Jason Whittingham from Bond Group Investments since 2018, but now the club's fans, players and board want him gone. The club has been up for sale for almost 2 years, and this week its directors warned Whittingham he needs to accept an offer to avoid a catastrophic outcome. James Main is the secretary of the Shrimps Trust, Morecambe's supporters club, and has been going to games since he was 1.
Well, there's just such a sense of uncertainty at the moment. And really it's sort of a make or break situation now. People at the club are worried about whether they're going to receive their next pay packet.
There has been success under Whittingham's time at the club, with promotion to League One, England's 3rd division. But over the last few years, failure to pay staff wages on time and a points deduction means relationships at the club have boiled over.
We want chestnuts and we want chestnuts.
A separate issue of a transfer embargo on the club over funds owed to HMRC means it's unclear how many players they will have at the start of next season, and that's caused concern about survival. So how would you feel then if this club ceased to exist?
I would be absolutely devastated if that was to happen. You know, I've had friends say to me, which team would you support if Morecambe went out of business? Well, in reality, Morecambe's my club.
2 minutes down the road from the stadium is the William Mitchell pub. Landlord Steve Hewlett is also worried at the prospect.
It's not just the home fans, it's the away fans as well. So losing Morecambe Football Club would be a mega miss to trade, especially on match days. There is a lot of big clubs, away clubs, and so you get a lot of away supporters as well. It would make a massive difference if anything happened to the club.
In March, the government introduced the Football Governance Bill, which set out to establish an independent football regulator. Fans of clubs like Morecambe will be hoping it's given proper powers to protect them. MP for Morecambe and Loonsdale, David Morris, says the bill includes tougher tests before a potential takeover.
Both stricter tests for them to become an owner in the first place, and obviously, legislation in place to have good governance and good housekeeping. So we're not in a position where it's a stalemate, where we're seeing financial irregularities going on with the club, meaning players not being paid and management not being paid and all the rest of it. And then we're in a position where we can't sell the club. So, we don't want to see this club go under. That's the last thing we want to see.
Watched over by its most famous fan and former president, Eric Morecambe, this town will be hoping a football regulator can bring them sunshine in their football club's darkest times. Jack Carson, GB News, Morecambe.